Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give our praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahah, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and the bishops and the elders on down, and the high priest that taught them. And this Yah Demai from the Great Millstone, Houston account. And I'm going to go into a video about, pretty much being, you should know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. I'm just going to bring out a few scriptures on that, right? This John 8:31. Then said Yahweh Shai to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed. Verse 32, that's the point. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Right. So, and I believe when you go into the NLT, let me see right quick. Yeah. John 8:31, it says teachings. Yahweh Shai, I read it in NLT. St. John 8:31. Yahweh Shai said to the people who believed in him, you are truly my disciples if you remain faithful to my teachings. When you go into teaching, it's pretty much doctrines, right? The doctrine, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So, okay. Slack you. Just wanted to go into that, man, because, once you find out the truth, and I'm going to go to my favorite Psalms, which is 73, the 73rd chapter, right? Let's go there. And I'm going to jump around, okay? Let's start from the top. Psalm 73:1, a psalm of Asaph. Truly, Yahweh power is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had way nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. Right? I know for me, I used to always wonder, right? Like, why everybody else was prospering, and I was so-called trying to do good, before I got in the truth. Called myself like going to church and all that nonsense, but you still had people so-called doing wickedness. They was prospering like hell, But once you come in this truth, you know why. And that's what this chapter really pretty much goes into too, I'm gonna read it again. Psalm 73:3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. And let's get what's that envy? Let's see, I don't even know. I don't think I even spelt it right. Let's see, Lord willing to come up. Noise in Proverbs, I believe. Slacky, y'all. Let me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, I spelled it wrong. I don't know why I put I on the end of it, on envy. But this is Proverbs 3:31. Even envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways, right? So yeah, we don't want to, you know, they got it going on right now. Yahweh Shema Shai gave them their little portion, saying on the side on the earth, but we got something coming major. So it just, behoove us to stay in this truth, you know. Yeah, so just wanted to get that in Proverbs. Yeah, and I'm gonna continue in Psalm 73 and 4. For there are no bands in their depth, but their strength is firm. Right? They pretty much got power on this side, you know, in this world. They are not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men. Yeah, that's the so-called Esau Edom right now. Even though they going down, they are crumbling. They going down, gradually. They are. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. Yeah, you know, that described the so-called white man right there, Esau Edom right there. You know, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. See, and that's why our people they get envious. The so-called white man. Because they got everything. They got the fatness of this world, right? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, continue on verse 8, Psalm 73 and 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. Yeah, get over slavery. That happened hundreds of years ago. Get over it, What these so-called, you know, white people do, these Edomites, that's what they do. It's showing you they characteristics in this chapter right here, you know. Yeah, man, they set themselves, Psalm 73 and 9, they set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue walking through the earth, They blaspheme, you know. They tongues go throughout walking through the earth with their lies and things like that in that nature. That they false philosophies, you know. Yeah, I'm going to jump down. Let me go down a little bit more. Because, I just want to really get the point. About as we figure out, we know how they are, Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I started at 12 with it. I jumped down to 12. Psalm 73 and 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. I just talked about who was that? Esau Edom, right? And some of our people too, they hand in hand with these people. Slacky, you know, they increase in riches, right? Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued, right? And chastening every morning. Yeah, we've been plagued all the day long. We've been plagued, you know. We had to get up early in the morning, going to work, right? Verse 15, if I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me, right? Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua power, then understood I their end, right? You understand their end to come, right? Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou chastised no, Salaki, thou castest them down into destruction. So boom, there you go. That's why it's important to know this truth and know what's happening. That's what's when you go into until I went into the sanctuary, what? That's the truth, to the true doctrine. Hey, mainly the great millstone. Now we understand things, right? I'm read it again. Psalm 73:17, until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh by Shema power, then understood I therein. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places, Thou castest them down into destruction. Believe it or not, if they don't believe, they in slippery places right now. As we speak, as I speak right now, they going down, they crumbling. So yeah, man, that's why it's important to you should know the truth, right? And the truth will make you free, will set you free. That's the point of this lesson. Now you understand why your enemies prospering, have not, and you envy like we just read in Psalm. I mean, not like in Proverbs, envy not the oppressor. Now you understand, like Asaph was saying. So hey, I hope this has been edifying and to the point, just keep on, brothers, keep on and doing. This man gonna fall. He's falling now. You just gotta wait. Gotta be patient. You know what I'm saying? Speaking to me for first and foremost, right? Because them demons will mess with you. Like, oh man, there ain't nothing, man. There's plenty of happening. So I want to say shalom, and all praises due to Yahweh by Shema Shai, by Hashem, Rahah Kokwadash, and double honors again to the apostles at Great Millstone, the bishops and the elders on down, and the high priest that taught them. Until next time, shalom.